What are you doing in your waiting season? God says to make use of your current season, to make use of the season that you're in right now. If you're in a waiting season, don't waste it. Don't waste it, because he's got work for you there. He's got work for you there. You guys, I record most of my videos in the car. I do a lot of gig work. I do a lot of delivery work. I shop orders. I do a lot. There was a point where I was getting so frustrated waiting on work, because you have to wait. You have to wait on the work. It felt like such a waste of time, but it felt like such a waste of time because I wasn't making purpose of that time. And you know what he said? He said, find purpose in the wait then. Then while you're waiting, find purpose in the wait. How do you find purpose? You don't wait on it to high five you in the face. You use what you have right now. It doesn't matter if you feel like you have purpose in the season that you're in right now. If you feel like you're not good enough for God to use you, if you feel like you're not spiritual enough, if you feel like you're not saved enough, if you woke up today and you felt like you weren't good enough for God to use you like you are, the truth and the fact of the matter is that he has chosen you. And when you can understand predestination, when you can understand that the gifts and the call of God on your life are irrevocable. Let's go to it real quick. Let's go to it. Romans 11:29 says, for the gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable. The word irrevocable, I didn't look up the definition before I made this video. I didn't even know I was going to make the video on this. Regrouping here. Irrevocable. You cannot change it. You cannot reverse it. You cannot flip it up on God, okay? Because the call on your life is irrevocable. That means no matter what you do, no matter what you've done, even if it's been for 20 years, if God put that call on your life, you're not more powerful than God. There's nothing that you can do to change the will of God on your life. If you want to go back and feed yourself on that verse, it was Romans 11:29. So if you woke up and you don't feel good enough, maybe for a day, maybe you're in a whole season, maybe it's been all year, you got to put those emotions down, sis. Brother, you got to lay those emotions down, because either your emotions will cloud the truth or the truth will cloud your emotions, your feelings. We're not meant to follow our feelings. We're meant to follow God. We're meant to follow the call of God on our life. We're meant to seek his will and chase after it. And when you know that God is the one who saved you, when you know that God is the one who redeemed you, when you know that God is the one that reached down and pulled you up out of that pit, out of that darkness, you know that God is the one transforming you and making you new, who cares how you feel? Let him use you. Let him work on you and build you and mold you. He will make you new. He will make your crooked paths straight. He will transform you by the renewing of your mind. Don't feed into your feelings. Don't feed into your emotions. Feed in to being surrendered and submitted to God, to following that call on your life, because you are worthy. You are called. You are redeemed. You are forgiven. You are filled with the love and compassion of Christ. You are filled with power, with resurrection power that brought Jesus Christ of Nazareth from the dead. If you are a born again believer, you are filled with power and authority. It's up to you whether you walk in that, though. It's up to you whether you choose to believe that. It's up to you whether you walk that out or not. It's not be salt and be light. Jesus said you are salt. You are light. Nothing changes that. Whether you walk it out or not is up to you. Whether you act like it or not is up to you. But don't think that you have to try to be something that you already are. Don't think that you have to feel good enough to be something that you already are, because you are called. You are chosen. God has already predestined you before you were born out your mother's womb. He already knew you. He already set the play in motion before you existed here on this earth. My God. I pray this word blesses somebody today. If it did, share it with somebody, you guys, because I feel it so deep in my soul. I feel it so deep in my spirit. And I know I say share this. That's not to get nothing other than the word of God out, because I know when he's speaking something to me, it's not just for me. It's for me to share, because why would he pour more into me, right? Why would he give me more revelation or more knowledge or more wisdom? Why would he enlighten my eyes to more of the knowledge of him if I'm just holding on to it? If I'm just keeping it to myself, because it does no good. His word does not return void. His word is to go out into the earth and to fulfill the purpose of it. And so I'm just trying to be a vessel here. I'm just trying to be obedient to what he's telling me to do, to find purpose in my weight, to use what he's already given me. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next one.